Opened back in 2003, have a look at the link. Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Unable to corral him, he fights through. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
A first down carry for Henry. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Again, it's Henry. He will push his way down to about the 14. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I'd go right at him with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Here's Hurts to throw. Finds Dulcich out left side. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Caught on a slant. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. Touchdown, Eagles! Devontae Smith, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him. and score a touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to...
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Jalen Carter able to record his 5th sack of the season. He was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Back to throw here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. 19 yards that time for number 19.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Tampa Bay.
A first carry for Rachaad White. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They work now on 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw here. There's a short one taken in by Otten. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 12-yard line. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. And they put it on the ground here on the second drive. And, of course, Charles, that follows drive number 1 where they had the INT.
Makes you wonder what's going on with this team, because a lot of times we can attribute it to nerves, but maybe it's a lack of focus. Maybe it's the preparation for the game. Maybe they just came into a little lackadaisical, because that's just not looking good at all. That's just not the football that we came here to see.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And, Brandon, I think there's a sense of...
Second down at 6 now from the 42. Hurts. It's caught by Davis. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So he stopped for no gain. 3rd and 7 now.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Here's 3rd and 7. Hurts sets up to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Henry up the middle. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The Eagles at 500, 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Henry out of the pistol. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
From the 23, here's the 2nd and 8. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Davis. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the 2nd quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. In motion right here comes Johnson. On the counter, it's Henry. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8.
That run wasn't a big breaker, but I don't think the guys on offense mind very much. They've got a nice drive going, and they might just be luring the defense in a little bit. They could probably come back with a play action, maybe go over the top. But right now, on this drive, their playbook is open.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
That one was tipped up in the air and fortunately fell away for the defense, because if the offense is able to grab that one, that's a short little jaunt into the end zone, because there's not enough reaction time off of a tip ball for the defense to rally and make a tackle. They were very fortunate on that play.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing is Hurts. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit into football.
Oh, this ball hangs out to the right. It's no good. And this will remain a one-touchdown game. So 1st and goal quickly turns into 4th and goal, and then 4th and goal turns into no points whatsoever.
That's a very disappointing sequence of events right there. And I, for one, would not want to be the kicker who has to run over to his head coach and explain that one.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Finding Sanders on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 34.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
They'll run on 1st down. McQueen had a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. The tackle by Nakobe Dean.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
2nd and 5. Open man there is Malone. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
1st down, here's White. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Second down and 3. Ball on the 7. They'll set up to throw. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. These sacks, they're starting to pile up.
If they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
On 3rd down, a run from White. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Rashad White with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we are tied at 7. And that flag accepted. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
2nd down. Here's Hurts. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Going for the deep ball. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Running out of the gun with White. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion and a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. They're going to look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Now a 2nd and 2. He'll drop to throw. And that is caught. It's Davis. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. They'll throw now on the final play. Short throw caught by Dulcich. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And he's got this down to the 35. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll set up a throw. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down. Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Now inside the 25. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
Hey, that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. A big play there for Philly. 55 yards. Well, that last pass CD, he just added another notch to the old belt. What a career it's been. He's over 35,000 career passing yards now.
And when you say that number, over 35,000 yards, how many people have done that prior to him?
Right around 30.
Boy, that's a pretty good number. Now you're into a membership that means you've done a heck of a job in this league for a decent amount of time. You're recognized as one of the better players.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. He'll look to throw. They set up the screen for Henry. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. Running from the gun with Henry. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers getting together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So on now the field goal team for Philadelphia. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get them back within 1 score.
It certainly does, because now they stay within shouting distance. So that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Now this throw caught left side, and he is out of bounds inside the 35. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st down, McQueen, and that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
2nd and 13. That's caught. It's Malone. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 14. A good pickup there, a 22.
1st down, Tampa Bay.
Let's go now.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Read the look. Read the look.
Back to throw here. Touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Buccaneers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
Eagles 10.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Hurts throw caught here by Dulcich. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Henry running right. And he's got room. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 48. 48 yards rushing for him with the ball game now on 14 carries.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
He's got Dulcich going across the formation. Touchdown! Greg Dulcich, 38 yards. And the Eagles are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Extra point attempt to come here. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
Again to Henry. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
73.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Greg Dulcich, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Eagles have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They've still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
Hurts will throw. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
If you've been waiting all day for Sunday night, it's been worth the wait. All tied here in the 4th as the kick is away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And running with power here. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And we'll pause here for an injury. I believe that's a running back. Yeah, that's Rashad White, who's shaken up. Now a 2nd and 6. Back to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Racing to the end zone. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick-6 on the other side, and now they get a pick-6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. And good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick-6 from earlier in this game?
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick-6 hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the fourth. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 27 yards there, a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A little juke. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. That's caught down the field by Palmer. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Ready, set.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Now a 2nd and 10.
19 Tiger. 18 Ramble. 18 Ramble.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Trey Palmer with career touchdown number 60. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. If you've been waiting all day for Sunday night, it's been worth the wait. All tied here in the fourth as the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
73 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. And the busy night for Henry continues.
They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Throwing is Hurts.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
If you've been waiting all day for this Sunday nighter's been worth the wait. It's third down here. Hurts.
And that is incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. Fourth down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
The Eagles send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And Sanders now to return. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
This is 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
Slot man moves right. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Second down, 8 yards to go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and can be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Well, you don't have to beg the Philly faithful to make noise. On their feet for 3rd down.
19 tight, 19 tight. 18, right in. 19.
They'll set up to throw.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He punted
4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give him 9, though, on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. They go play action with Hurts. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. And that's now a half dozen interceptions for him over the last 2 games. Because CD, remember, he threw 3 in the last ball game and now 3 more here.
And the way that you presented, partner, I'm not sure what sounds worse, right? Half a dozen over the last 2 games or 3 the last game, 3 this game. Either way, it's way too many. And that's something they'll have to work on, hoping to get through the rest of this game without having to address it again.
Here we go.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now a handoff up the middle. McQueen. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Let's go now.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown. Trey Palmer with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Buccaneers have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that's complete to Davis. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Two timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. He's back to throw. And his throw is incomplete. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That could finish things off for them.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. That's caught by Johnson. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Here's first and goal. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. And that one is incomplete. It stops the clock now with 15 seconds remaining. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it.
And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. And now the decision is to go for two. A gutsy call, and this, in effect, is your ball game right here. And it's intercepted at the goal line. So 15 ticks remaining as they line up for the onside kick. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with two remaining. We'll be back after this. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Tampa Bay, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll have another road date next week with the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.